In the heart of a busy city zoo lived a young camel named Zayan. He spent his days watching the people walk by and munching on the hay the keepers brought. Next to him was his mother, Amira, who was wise and patient. One afternoon, while the sun beat down on the concrete floor of their enclosure, Zayan began to feel very curious about himself. Zayan turned to his mother and nudged her side. "Mama," he said, "I've been looking at the other animals. The lions are sleek, and the zebras have flat backs. Why do we have these big, lumpy humps on our backs? They feel so heavy and strange." Amira knelt down so she was eye to eye with her son. "These humps are a wonderful gift, Zayan," she explained softly. "In the great desert, where our ancestors come from, food and water are very hard to find. These humps store fat that gives us energy for long journeys. They allow us to survive for many days without a single drop of water." Zayan thought about this, but then he looked down at his feet. "Okay, but what about our legs, Mama? They are so long and spindly, and our feet are so wide and flat. The goats in the petting zoo have tiny, sharp hooves that look much better for running. Why are we built this way?" Amira stretched out her own long leg to show him. "Our legs are designed for the deep, shifting sands of the dunes," she said. "Small hooves would sink and get stuck, but our wide feet act like snowshoes. They keep us on top of the sand so we can walk for miles across the golden hills where no other animal can go." Zayan blinked, and as he did, he felt his heavy eyelids. "And these eyelashes, Mama? They are so thick and long that they sometimes tickle my nose. The monkeys don't have eyelashes like this. Why must we have so much hair around our eyes?" Amira leaned in and gently nuzzled Zayan's cheek. "Those are your shields, my brave boy. In the desert, the wind can be fierce, blowing clouds of stinging sand everywhere. Your long lashes catch the dust and keep your eyes safe and clear, even in the middle of a great sandstorm." Zayan looked around their small world. He saw the metal fence that never moved. He saw the flat concrete that never shifted. He looked at the water trough that was always full. There were no deserts here, no sandstorms, and no long journeys to take. Zayan looked back at his mother, his heart feeling a little heavy. "Mama," he whispered, "if we have humps to store water for long trips, legs to walk through deep sand, and eyelashes to protect us from storms, then what are we doing here in a zoo where none of those things happen?" Amira sighed, realizing her son had discovered a great truth. "Our talents are magnificent, Zayan," she said, "but they only shine when we're in the place we were meant to be. Remember this, no matter how special your gifts are, they are only useful if you find the right environment to use them. You were made for the horizon, not the fence."